Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So finally some more news about gameplay concerns and issues. So I'm not gonna go and read every single bit of this post word by word because, well, anybody can do it. I'll leave a link in the video description, and if that is what you want, then you can probably find somebody who does that. But I will break it down as quickly and as effectively as I can whilst giving my own input to it. So first and foremost, the most important bit is that there is a hotfix update version 32.1.1 coming later today or tomorrow at latest, and this update will start to make controls more reliable once again. Now, it does not resolve all of the problems because it basically turns out that an update to game engine has caused real chaos for them, and they effectively need to overhaul whole large sections of the game and completely redo them from ground up, and it effectively is a bit of a shit show as far as you can figure out by reading this. So they will have to continuously keep working on improving these dexterity and parry issues continuously in the background over the next several months. However, the next update should make the game much more playable and reduce the input lag and things like that. Our two major goals with this update and going forward are to reduce input lag on our systems, to create more responsive game, to create new systems that will be robust and produce reliable input response. Perfect. Now, compensations. So the compensation, again, too long, didn't want to read it all. It's coming before end of the month, and it is going to be progression based. They basically kind of specifically point out Alliance War Season delay here as well in this compensation as some additional gifts, but it will not be based on your previous standing in Alliance War Seasons, but it's just going to be uncollected players get this, Cavalier players get this, Throne Brigade players get that, and that's it. It's going to be, well, compensation based on your progression level. And those compensations typically are a bit heftier ones than the generic ones. However, there will be no more individual smaller compensation packages like we have been receiving for Alliance Quest with extra potions and glory and things like that. Since starting tomorrow, with you having downloaded that update, there should be significantly less issues going forward. However, they are keeping Alliance Quest free for time being, which is quite awesome. You know, still free AQ. It's something. And yeah, effectively they're saying that they are foregoing their wait until it's fully resolved policy because they're going to be working on this for quite a long time, and we expect the packages to be sent out by end of the month, which is, you know, next 18 days. I can't wiggle out of next 18 days or 19 days. And to recap it, future updates will continue to improve on these issues. Alliance Wars Season 28 will resume on August 18th. So that is 6 days from now. So this is the last week of off-season now, and season starts next week. Summoner Showdown will commence on August 16th. So that is 4 days from now, or following Monday, which is kind of cool. I know some people have been waiting for it, and it's going to be an additional thing to do. Obviously, everybody's much more interested in Summer of Pain right now, but still, something. And expect a compensation package heading your way before end of the month. That is about it. So it doesn't look like a great state of affairs for Kabam, especially if they kind of fully comment that they will have to work on it for coming months on the future updates. So that definitely means that quite a lot of shit must have gone significantly wrong. And obviously the knock-on effect has been quite huge. Now, when it comes to the compensation packages, Alliance War delay is one thing that obviously has caused a lot of people lose out on potential rewards that they might have earned. But another thing that I believe that should 100% be accounted for in full should also be, well, cab EQ, uncollected EQ, and side event. Because if you are unable to play the game at reasonable capacity, you probably forwent the exploration of cav EQ and stuff like that. Because, well, yeah, if it's hard to play and you get KO'd all the time, then why would you? So I have personally been saying that the bare minimum compensation that I would kind of like want Kabam to send out would be the total net sum of the 2 highest event quest difficulties that you can enter, and a total sum of all the side event resources, which in total in this case would add for like 25% CC for, let's say, Cav and Cav and Thronebreaker players, so about 25% class catalyst fragments, about 20,000 6-star shards plus minus, and well, chunk of stuff like that. But we'll see what it actually is. Let's hope that that will be satisfactory. But ultimately, compensation, to me personally, at this point is kind of secondary. I know that everybody wants and demands and deserves and has to get compensated. But I think, in the grand scheme of things, all of us want a fully functioning game much more than we want some freebies from Kabam. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy my freebies. I like them, I'll take them, I'll grab them, I'll be happy for them if they're good. I'll be upset if they're underwhelming, but that's not the real important thing. The real important thing is that the game actually functions properly, and that it happens as smooth as it can go, and that, well, it works properly and there are no more issues of this nature for foreseeable future. That being said, overall, I do think that Kabam has handled this quite well. I do think that they had a fairly steady stream of information coming out of them, what's happening, what they're working on, what they're doing, why this is happening. They were relatively out in the open. I like the fact that they had those booster compensation packages coming for people to be encouraged to carry on playing Alliance Quest and stuff like that. I do think that they should have done a much better job delivering out extra energy refills and potions and revives. But, you know, it's a relatively small gripe, so to speak. But overall, if this is how we can expect Kabam to deal with problems, which hopefully will be much more seldom in the future than they have been in the past, then I am overall much more content with Kabam's ability to actually address some of these issues. Now, if they just stopped ignoring others and stopped deleting forum threads that are reporting those issues and paid this much attention to the rest of the stuff that is clearly going wrong in the game, then obviously we would be playing an entirely different game with an entirely different level of satisfaction for the product that we are consuming. However, all in all, progress is progress, and we can't expect everything to be perfect overnight. And once again, this kind of is, I'm sure it's not for everybody, but from my perspective, compared to how they deal with some issues of the past, this is a pretty much as good of a result, if not better, than most people could have expected them to do in terms of communicating, compensating, and informing, and so on and so forth. So there we go. Hopefully, for a vast majority of us, the Parry and Dexterity issues are going to be stuff of past starting tomorrow. That being said, let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you guys soon. See ya! Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about